This is Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman.
Hey, welcome back to Midweek Politics. Check out our website, midweekpolitics.com, and you can sign up for our newsletter. You can email us, radio@midweekpolitics.com. We'll get to emails in just a minute. If you haven't seen Sarah Palin's appearance on Jay Leno, it's epic, for lack of a better term. Leno asked Palin what she thinks about joining the media, and she actually went off on what she calls the mainstream media, of which Fox isn't a part. Take a listen.
Now, the media has been critical of you. Now you are a member. You have joined the other side.
It's kind of full circle for me.
Yeah.
I had studied journalism, my college degree there in communications, and now I am back there wanting to build some trust back in our media. I think that the mainstream media is quite broken, and I think that there needs to be the fairness, the balance in there. That's why I joined Fox.
You know, Jay Leno really pisses me off, I have to say, Lewis. The guy, there's been nothing edgy on Jay Leno's show for years. The whole Conan thing, fine. You know, you could come down on either side of that. But, I mean, come on. No question. She's just allowed to go on. It's the Jay Leno show, and she's citing talking points. What is wrong with Jay Leno, honestly? I mean, it's time for him to do something remotely edgy on his show. Not to mention...
Leno's never played hardball.
He's never, no, you're absolutely right. But this is just absolutely pathetic. And then he even asked her about remember when she wrote notes on her hand?
Oh, yeah.
Listen to her explanation. And Jay Leno just lets it go by. It's incredible.
Writing on your hand thing. How'd you feel when you got busted? That was pretty funny.
Yeah, the poor boy's version of the teleprompter. You know where I learned this? Here again, my dad is an elementary science teacher, and he would come home every night there at the dinner table. His palms just full of notes for the next day. And yeah, I took notes back then. I take notes today, even on the palm of my hand. And just to get the left all wee-weed up and get their head spinning, I'm going to promise that I'm going to keep doing it.
Right. What is wrong with this woman? How could anyone think, under any circumstances, that this is a person who could be the president or vice president of the United States? Under what circumstances is that a possibility? Did you hear that explanation? And by the way, if you haven't heard this because it hasn't been widely reported, Sarah Palin went to Calgary and sold out someplace and gave a speech. She said, "We used to hustle over the border for health care we received in Canada." And I think now, isn't that ironic? That's right. Sarah Palin's family would cross the border to Canada, to the same place that she criticized and fought against their healthcare system. She avails herself of that same healthcare she fights and lies and propagandizes against to keep Americans from enjoying. Ironic is an understatement. A couple of emails to get to here. You can email us, radio@midweekpolitics.com. We're all wound up here. Everybody's got to calm down on the Sarah Palin thing. Let me just put that out there now. Somebody saying the devil's children speaks, referring to us. I don't know what that means. Apparently they don't like the show. On catastrophic care only, someone said, health savings accounts are awesome. Look into it before you speak out so vociferously. I was saying having only catastrophic insurance is not a good idea. Health savings accounts have their merits. On Glenn Beck losing the ads on his UK TV show. Actually, Glenn Beck did not lose many ads. As usual, the lefts are out to lunch. Actually, no, he did. That's the story. He had no ads on his UK TV show. Okay, who still thinks Obama isn't an American citizen? This isn't a real story, suggesting we shouldn't be having Orly Tates on. Plenty of people think that Barack Obama is not a citizen. And a few other comments on Orly Tates from last week. Hasn't anyone locked this nut job up yet? That's a good question. I'm afraid Orly is just going to get her Tates caught in a ringer again. And Orly Tates should be prosecuted and jailed for presenting fake documents, the Kenyan birth certificate, as evidence in a federal court. I don't see that as particularly likely. You can email us from our website, midweekpolitics.com, or just email us directly. We will check every email. radio@midweekpolitics.com. We'll see you next week.
Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman on midweekpolitics.com.
Midweek Politics is brought to you in part by Just Coffee Cooperative, fair trade coffee from around the world roasted daily at justcoffee.coop. By Jackson & Connor, classically modern men's apparel in Northampton, Massachusetts on the second floor of Thorne's Marketplace. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.